My name's James Kim, and I've been married about 23 years. I have 5 little kids, age 6 to 13. And I started my career in education. I taught from kids to college. I trained teachers in college. And then in the early 2004, around there, my brother said, "Hey, go get your broker license." So life kind of stabilized. Things were good. I moved to the East Coast for about 3 years, and then the market tanked. It was tough because everyone I talked to, they're like, "James, we love you. You're great, but we've used the same broker for many years, and my dad used his dad, and my granddad used his granddad." It was really, really tough. It was rock bottom. I actually started applying for pizza delivery jobs. So I remember I called up a company that we had done a pretty good size apartment deal with, and they're based in Beverly Hills. And I was like, "Bob, I need a job." And so he's like, "Yeah, come aboard, we need some help." We did a lot of auction sales, private sales, home sales, but we sold about 800 properties in 4.5 years. We sold over 500 mil, and we sold in about 30 states and in Europe. So I really got a lot of experience from that, and I was so thankful. So then I found an opportunity with another friend, and we started a brokerage in downtown in the West Side. It was easy because we had such a unique real estate niche. So I ran my own brokerage for about a couple years, and in the 2 years, we sold about 80 mil. We started expanding our commercial side of it, and then partnerships don't always last. That ended. Now it came time. We moved to Simi Valley, and at that time my sister was going to be selling her house in Tarzana. Really good sized house, $3 million house, and I was like, I could sell this on my own in James Kim Brokerage, or I can join a national firm, a national flag, and market it through that way. Since I had run my own brokerage, I had actually recruited away from a lot of brokerages. I was like, I'm gonna sell my own sister's house. I want her to get the best exposure and representation. And I've always liked KW. I've always liked Keller Williams. I've liked where they've come from as a culture. So I joined KW, and one of the funny things is another national firm, they asked me to start an office out in Simi. I was like, I don't want to start an office. And they go, "We'll give you 100% of the commission." I'm like, "How are you going to make money?" And they said, "Well, there's a royalty," and they told me what the royalty was. And then I kind of ran the numbers. I'm like, I'll make more money not having to run my own business if I'm at Keller Williams because of the capping model. So that's how I came to Keller Williams, and I would say I really appreciate this office in particular because I'm in a slump right now. I've really been at the bottom in real estate. I've seen really good success in real estate. If we don't keep our pipeline filled, we're gonna hit the roller coaster. So what I appreciate about this office is that there's so much support here that it's also very encouraging. I come to the office pretty much every day, because I can work from home, but I need to get out of the slump. I got to push hard. I'm very all over the place, right? So getting systems and structures has been difficult for me. So you help me get another assistant, in this office to help me with the systems. I've seen the systems work, and with what you all go through at night. You get probably like a $5,000 freebie. When I first got into the business, I was a part of a national commercial brokerage firm, and they put us through a week-long boot camp, which was about 9 hours a day for 6 days. This is 15 years ago. We spent $5,000 for that. And as I was teaching at night, I'm like, wow, this is the same as the boot camp that I did 10, 15 years ago. I think that the old systems work today. My largest cold call deal was a $13 million deal because I did a cold call on the phone. If we time block, if we go after our database, if we're consistent with that, then the business will come. I love being here because I ask Cindy questions, I ask Rich questions all the time. I ask other agents that I bump into in here, and kind of like, hey, I'm struggling with the cold calls, or my business development, or like, what do you do for these event things? Do you do events? And they're saying you have to door knock, and I'm so scared to door knock. I'll get my marketing materials and I'll just run to the door, drop it off, and leave. or I have my kids and they'll run and they're yelling at me because I'm in the car driving slow while they're running. I think real estate is probably. It's the best business. It's the only business where we can work in a business that can help change our family tree. In any kind of investment, stocks, or trying to save, trying to whatever investments. Real estate, if you invest right, it's the only business that can change your grandchildren's future, or one of the only businesses where you can make money just while you're sleeping, because you've got that passive income coming in. I mean, you're not going to believe this, but over the years, from the last 15 years, the database in total is about 70,000. We did sales everywhere across the globe. And so I've gotten it down to about 900 right now. I want to try to focus on the core business.